Oh, I bet. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure Callie's passed out in the bedroom. Good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, whatever you, yeah, we just had a halfway appointment the other day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? That's bullshit. Damn, I've never seen that. I don't think.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can
Yeah.
certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. It's set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle
If you
with
ran
the
out the
Green
whole
Bay
fourth
Packers.
quarter.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown
And he scored it.
Minneapolis.
Oh, no,
And here
if you
comes
kick
a
a field
return
goal,
from the middle of the end zone.
it's got to be a
In
touchdown.
hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Did it have any time on the for him? No, then
So the
he
ball
should have.
down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
I've never seen that either.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, Kelly. And that is
That's crazy.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly,
pull the back
forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Kelly. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Playing him right now.
The Vikings send out the punt, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
First 3 plays.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
One of those intermediate beginner ones. I'm like 12-2. I got the Packers. I got Joe Burrow. It's my quarterback.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Burrow looking to pass. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Shark's got it left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a round we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so because...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
That's not bad.
Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Those white ones?
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Oh, yeah.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The in-game volume and the chat.
Now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard there on the keeper. That's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just keep stringing that play out, push him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On the give is Nwangu. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Yeah, she's going tomorrow to Cali.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Yeah, when that is.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Oh, no.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Yeah.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Kelly.
That's a pick.
In the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
I'm dumping this dude.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send
21
this
to
one
nothing.
away. And this will be
I really don't think
touchback,
he's
so
got a
they'll bring it out to the
first
25.
down.
Here are the Vikings now to start
Like,
their
I'm
next
serious.
drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play action, it's Kelly. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down now. It's Moss. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown.
I mean, there are some good guys, but they're not like totally overpowering.
And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Oh, yeah.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Kelly to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Kelly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Kelly. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw, Kelly. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Kelly. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for
pretty much
EA
like
Sports
that.
Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the penalty, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now. It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Now it's Burrow. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And
coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the...
You still there? Yeah. Doesn't look like they advanced either. Mm-hmm. God. The Patriots are open in this league. It's the only team. But it just started. The one that I was just playing in has... The only reason I was not going to invite you to that one is because they're about to go to the playoffs. And I think I don't know if it's going to last. On Neon Sports, I can send you. send you that, and then you just scroll all the way to the bottom to PS4 promote. Yeah. I'll tell the guy that you might want to join the Pats. I'm gonna look at their roster now. Mac Jones is the quarterback. Damian Harris. And you got Hunter Renfro. Receivers aren't the greatest. Still got Hunter Henry and Johnny Smith as your tight ends. Oh, your defense will be good. Because you got the upcoming rookie class that came on Thibodeau from Oregon. No. You got a pretty good defense, though. I mean, I would do it. You can hop in and roll with it. Which league are you in? Yeah. I'm about to try to send you this NFL, but I can't for some reason. No, that's just a promoting app. That's how I found those leagues. But I don't know. I was just showing you that's where you go to find those leagues. But I'm NF National Franchise League. Don't type it in yet. I'm waiting to see if he'll just send me the link. I'm waiting for him to say something. It is Friday. The fucker plays bowling a lot. So I'm sure it's a bowling league or something. The guy that runs this bowls a lot. They're all older people. There's no young kids. So there's no shit talking really. Unless they know each other. Which makes it nice. Some other leagues I've been in have been truth. Yeah, that other one. There's another one that just started. But there, I don't know why it won't let me send an invite. So you just go to the bottom to the league promo, the PS4 promote, and then you just scroll through those leagues, and then like if it says comp, like you don't want to join that because they'll be retardedly good. But you just gotta look through there and I'll show you. I'm sure it won't be a big deal. I'm just waiting for him to.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on.
Just wait until this guy misses his congrats.
Runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
You still on your 5?
The gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, man, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, something was off. Gee, Christmas.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Stanford trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
third down. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Seibert able to knock this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out, as their drive will begin at the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for L.A.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block if you're an offensive lineman. Nice early burst. Nice gain, too.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On play action, they'll throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
I just sent it to you.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Just read the rules. I'm assuming that's all the went.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Had to
put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Stanford. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Tell him you want the pass and then kick the PSN. Give him the PSN.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That catch good for only a couple.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to make it 4th down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. They'll run for it with Eckler. Fighting through at the 25. And down inside the 15 he goes. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dance up for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get it in his hands quicker.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Mm-hmm.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because
10 yards
everyone has
per
someone
carry.
assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for L.A.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief. On
first down, Justin Herbert.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 80 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay, but now you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, it's not worth watching. Yeah, but it's not worth watching. No, I'm getting lost.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That is taken
Catching
in by
everything.
Hurst. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down
It's just one of those games. You're not
Normally
against
on third down and
the
short
other
yardage,
team,
they're
do
going
they?
to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch.
The
I think we
third.
both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man. It's Allen for the... Touchdown. Keenan Allen, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
I don't know. I don't know what time it is.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive
They're
they'd like
not
to
still
emulate.
on.
Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. A give. Eckler running to the right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. Now room for Eckler.
He's at the 50. 30. 10.
191 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael. Davis fumbles it. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they will take a knee here.
It's true.
And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I'll be on tomorrow. I'll hit you up.